DynamicCardStore.com to get the cards. Icons, legends aiming at the stars. Hursty at checkout to save your points. Now your bank account won't be staying empty. DynamicCardStore.com. Use code Hursty. Go on.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome to a cheap, overpowered starter team for you to build on FIFA 21. Now when I say cheap, this team on PlayStation is approximately 13 to 15,000 coins, and on Xbox is between 15 and 19,000 coins. Now this is at the time of me filming this. When I'm filming this, this is before the anticipated market crash happening on Friday, the day you guys are watching this. So there's a high chance this team will be even cheaper by then. So it could be that this is actually like nearer a 10k build on PlayStation and nearer like a 12 or 13k on Xbox. It consists of 2 leagues and everyone is on chemistry once you've got the loyalty or if you have a manager. And I think a lot of the players are on 10 anyway because they've got plenty of strong links. But without further ado, I think it's time we get into this video. Let's go. Okay, so starting off in goal, I have gone with Mike Maignan or however you say it. I don't know how you say his name, but regardless, this guy is actually ridiculously good in goal. One of the most annoying goalkeepers I have had to play against in the game so far. Very, very good and a very, very tall keeper as well. So Maignan for me is one of the OP starter keepers for this game and definitely important to get into a starter team if you're on a budget. He's approximately 800 coins on PlayStation, roughly 900 on Xbox. Then we move on to the right back. I've gone with Santiago Arias, a very, very good utility player, very good stats. If you really want to, you can save up and get something like an anchor card, but I think 81 pace on a fullback is plenty this year. I have Gunter in my starting team who has 80, I think about 80 something pace as well, so and he's perfectly fine for me. I find no issues with him at all. So I think Arias is a very, very good looking card. I've played against him twice and he's been a real pain to get past on that left hand side of the pitch. And linking with him is Tapsoba, a very, very good card. I was going to go with a slightly different couple of players, but the centre back where Tapsoba is would have been on 7 chem, but doing it this way I actually get Tapsoba onto 10, and a very, very good card here as well. 6'4", quick enough for a centre back in my opinion. He's got decent defensive physicality. If you put something like a sentinel on him, he becomes like an 83 rated centre back, and for about, I think it's 800 coins, this guy's a definite steal and definitely somebody worth picking up. The other centre back is Diallo. He's actually one of the more expensive players on the team. He's about 1,500 coins at the time of me filming this. Again, I anticipate his price dropping with people opening packs on the 9th as of today when you guys are watching this, so I expect him to be a little bit cheaper. But one thing that actually stuck out for me was 3-star, 3-star. If you're in a bit of a sticky wicket at the back, you potentially have a little bit of an option to try and get yourself out of there with that 3-star, 3-star. But a very good player and not too expensive, but one of the more expensive players on the team. Then next to him, we've got Kamara, about 800 coins. Again, a very, very good fullback. Great pace for me, perfectly put a sentinel onto him and he gets his defense and physicality with a massive boost. So I personally think this guy is an absolute unit to get into your teams and obviously gets that strong link with Diallo as well. Moving on to the CDMs, firstly I have Palacios, 4-star, 4-star, a very, very good player in there. Again, a perfect all-rounder for me, looks a bit like a box-to-box, but again, a sentinel and he's looking great in the defense. Physicality is perfect as well. I've actually used this guy in a couple of friendly games because I was trying some of these players out that I hadn't actually seen and I wanted to make sure that I thought they were good enough to do it, and this guy is. He's a very, very good utility central midfielder, and when he gets forward he's got the ability to shoot. He can lay off a pass, get an assist, all of that kind of stuff. A very, very good card. And next to him is Taliso, someone who is exactly the same kind of card, can get forward, works his way back, has the attacking work rate being high. So does Palacios, but his is high, so he does come back a bit more. You do want to set these guys to stay back on attack cover centre, otherwise there could be them going forward a little bit, but these two are perfectly good in that middle of the pitch. 3-star, 3-star and Taliso as well for a CDM is absolutely fine. And again, a very, very good player, 5'11", so not too short, will win a couple of headers if they're knocked forward as well. But I think this guy's great, and also it's quite important to get in the chemistry on some of these players in there as well. Then we've got Rashika playing as our right cam here. Now, you could play him on the other side if you wanted to change it around in game because he's got that right foot. But for me, perfectly, Rashika sits into this team. A very, very good card. This guy is so, so good. I really highly recommend him. 4-star, 4-star. He's got great finishing. His finesse shots are beautiful. His passing is great. His crossing is fantastic. But the main thing, you can see 83 dribbling. Beautiful stat on him. He just really does keep that ball, good ball retention. And you can even play this guy as striker as well if you end up liking him there too, because he's very, very good and will definitely score you goals. On the other side, I've gone with Nkunku. I've been recommended this by a couple of people. Have said to look at Nkunku because he looks really good. Again, a very versatile player. Great dribbling, great passing. He's going to get that ball in the box for you, whip those crosses in. He's got good shooting. Pace is decent enough for me. If you were going to use him as sort of a box-to-box, you'd probably want to put a sentinel. But for me personally, anything like if you wanted to boost the pace a little bit, maybe an engine on this guy, you could maybe go with a hawk if you really felt like it. Maybe a marksman could be a good little thing to put on there, or maybe even a maestro to boost the passing, shooting, and the dribbling, and that just makes him even better in that scenario. But I think 4-star, 3-star, very good card, and again, a very good versatile player, and again, really important for getting the links in some of this team. Then we've got Player. Beautiful card, absolute beast of a striker, a clinical finisher, 83 shooting on an 80 rated striker is fantastic, exactly what you want to see, and I honestly think this guy is one of the better lower end strikers in the game. A lot of these cards you're looking at no more than 2,000 coins. I think the most expensive players are Rashika and Diallo at about 1.8, 1.7. This guy's about 1.3 and is an absolute unit, but the best player for me in this team is the next man here. Chan, absolute beast. It says 3.5k. He's dropped down to about 1,000 coins on PlayStation, 1.5 to 2k on Xbox, but he will drop in price with loads of packs being open on Friday. Beautiful card. One of the best strikers I've used this year already. Already played nearly 50 games with him, and the goals and everything speak for themselves. Obviously, some of those goals have been in squad battles, just to clarify. Take off about 30 of those goals, just to be very quick with that. But honestly, this guy's an absolute beast. I love him, and one of my favourite cards I've used already. And that's the team there. You can see it in front of you. I think this is a very, very usable, very, very strong, and very, very good starter team. And like I said, 15k right now on PlayStation, about 18,000 coins on Xbox at the time of filming. And I do anticipate that to drop with the release of FIFA on today when you guys are watching it. And again, the prices will drop because of the amount of players being packed, the amount of packs being open, and the amount of supply that these cards will be on the market. So definitely check these guys out. Please let me know if you enjoy it. If you want to see some custom tactics for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a link to my friend Shane, aka Watson. I use his custom tactics when I use 4-2-2, which is my go-to formation for my main team, and they have helped me out massively. So a link to him and a massive shout out to Shane as well in the description. Make sure you go check that video out if you end up rocking a 4-4-2, because that's what I've been running with my 4-4-2 and it helps me massively. But for now, guys, that is the end of this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this and found it helpful. Let me know down below your thoughts on this team. Let me know if you try it, and let me know how good it plays for you. But thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please do leave a like on the video. It is greatly appreciated. It helps out the video so much. Hit that sub button if you're new to the channel as well. That would be very, very much appreciated. And turn on notifications to be told anytime that we upload a video or indeed go live with a live stream. But for now, guys, I want to say a massive thank you for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash your hands.
What? Nah, his name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, or say hello. Entertain, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty games, yeah, you already know.